the Great Patriotic War. Americans aren't familiar with that verbiage. We know World War II, but when you say Great Patriotic War, what comes to mind? Well, it's amazing. Here, a world war is going on. The Nazis invade Poland. So there's enough troubles going on. The Soviets and, Stalin and Hitler made a pact that Hitler wasn't going to invade Russia, or the Soviet Union. So there was nothing to worry about, was there? Hitler keeps his word. Then what happens? Wow. On June 22nd, 1941, who comes rolling into Belarus? Well, the Nazis. And there's some tanks to depict that right back there. So anyway, it was a surprise, and they were not prepared. You have a Nazi tank, which is, big and buff, and then you have the Soviet real slow snail tank, but they did what they could. They were heroes. I mean, they did what they could. And then also by air, you had the Nazi planes, and then you had the Soviet old planes. You can see by the Red Army's Red Star. And this whole museum is dedicated to the Great Patriotic War, which is the war that lasted from 1941 and the Nazis actually invaded Belarus from 1941 to 1944. They were here inhabiting, and they basically exterminated the local population or used them for slaves. I mean, more or less, you could say that. And then when they were finally liberated, which was the Patriotic War, they were liberated in May of 1944, finally recovered the territory. The Soviets were successful, but then the Second World War continued. But it's very, very, it's very heartfelt when you go through this, and it's hard not to shed a tear. It's a great, great museum. So if you have a chance to visit, it's very nice.